Alright, so let's react to my new world record in Master Quest, Ocarina of Time, Medallion Stones and Trials. I got this like over a week ago, and I thought it would be nice to kind of like react to this and to see like what went wrong and what went right, and then also to share like a lot of things that I discovered about this category. I should start going, but get going, but the thing is, I do think that this is like the best representation for Master Quest you can have, if it's not like 100%, I guess, because this does show like a ton of stuff that's really cool about the run. So let's start. 3, 2, 1, go. A lot of other people. I don't know if the sound is like great for you guys. It would just be cool. I don't know. I'm gonna put it down to this. Would be a cool OT representation. Actually, no, wait here. Okay. I'd also be down to commentate for him, but I don't know if it's weird to like DM him about this aircraft in the video seems like a Chad. But I don't think it is. I mean, we have done. I don't know about that. You know. No, but yeah, so I respect him a lot. And I live very. Dude, it's so distracting to hear myself. Holy fuck. I might have to turn this down actually. Yeah, it would be sick if we got it. Okay, this should be better. I know this is like quiet for you guys, but still. I mean, technically, and I'm also gonna talk over myself, so you know. It's Ocarina of Time Master Quest, so it would be two different games. He said the thing, Master Quest, let's go. But yeah, so this beginning is just normal West Escape beginning where we get Sword, Shield, and Ocarina. I'm not gonna like explain every single detail about this run like in a marathon run, but I want to explain like the routes, and then also why we do stuff and a lot of strats that are cool. This beginning is not that great. It's fine, but you know. It could be better. My cursor. Alright. But yeah, so my gold here, 216. This compares to a really good gold in vanilla OT. This escape was an escape for a long time, so this is was like a really big, I don't know, like a optimization thing that people went for. Segment people love to optimize. And I got this pretty far in my grind. So I grinded this for a few months. And I do think I got very far here. This might be... This might be... I'm talking about GDQ at Gamescom, by the way, and doing this right now, but whatever. So this might be like the best... Technically the best escape people have gotten. But I'm not sure about that. It's either that or second best, but it's pretty good. It also desyncs sound. I don't know why it does that. This player is kind of scuffed. This should be better. Sometimes I need to pause. Yeah, okay. This desync sometimes, so we do need to pause. I'm forced to pause. But yeah, so in this beginning, there's a lot of stuff you can do to like optimize your movement. But I had to drop it because it got really inconsistent. So I am losing like a few seconds, but it's whatever. That's pretty nice. I think I'm failing the West Escape here. Bro, the desync, holy shit. I am not, damn, okay. I guess I didn't pay attention to how my movement was. Because I did lose a bunch of time. But yeah, so I'm gonna just pause again. I don't know. But yeah, so in this run we want to get a lot of stuff in the beginning, like a lot of items and stuff, and then we also want to do some stuff as child because it's just very convenient. So the reason why we do West Escape here is so we can go to Gerudo Training Grounds where we get bomb juice. Because in Master Quest you can't get bomb juice from Bottom of the Well. They're just not there. So we're getting them from Gerudo Training Grounds. And we're doing a super slide to get there, which is actually pretty hard to do. I found a new setup that makes this faster, but it was so inconsistent that after I came back from a hiatus, I just dropped the strat and just did a... Oh yeah, she's got a new PB while I was doing this run. That's pretty fun. I was like watching it on the side. But whatever. So I ended up doing this like safe setup in the end of my grinding here for the Piat Super Slide. But if you don't want to do that, you can actually like line up yourself and just like backwalk instead of doing the side up setup that I'm about to do. I don't like how these things may sound. It's kind of annoying. Turned out. Like, I feel like this experience that I'm gaining with MQ is gonna help me a lot with. I don't know. I guess it's fine, but I'm just like picky about it. I genuinely have to say this is probably the hardest child section I've played. This is so fucking hard to do. Why am I so blue in this? But yeah, what I'm saying is correct. I don't know if you can hear myself well, but this is probably the hardest child section I've done, even compared to like 100% or something. Is he thinking again? But yeah, I got the super slide here. I think I was resetting on not getting the super slide. So this was pretty good. But I'm gonna make some bigger mistakes in child section, which are gonna lose us some time. Which, yeah, I don't know. Was kind of unsatisfying because I like getting like good child sections. But it's whatever. This movement is kind of weird. I tried to come up with a good movement for this, but I don't know. It was like strange to figure out, but this is the best I could find. What is this guy talking about? And you really need to do some bullshit there, bro. Talking about carpetless right now, I think. I did see that. I saw him name assless, I think it's called. I hope he is fine. Real. But yeah, this is a Kakao jump. I can't remember if I came up with the setup or it was just the last setup they found or something. But this setup is pretty good. It's just like still really difficult. Like you need to do this frame perfect test and then pause. And then this 2-frame window jump slash. Just kind of weird. This movement I cooked up with some friends. Chose to Triforce. It's pretty good. Also, I'm really proud of my golds in this run. Like, basically all my golds, besides like the big stuff on Fire Temple, Jabu, and Bow, I think, didn't have like great golds. I was probably like 5 seconds off what I would like to get in the end, and we are about to get some golds in this run too. But besides that, my golds were really good. I was like either less than a second off my realistic limit, and a lot of times only like a second or two, which I'm pretty proud of. Yeah, this is a good beginning. 644. I only lost a second on bomb shoes. Really nice. It's also pretty nice. Yeah, as you can see, saving on MQ takes a long time, and then also resetting also loses a lot of time. So I opt for this save and then dying right after, so you can death warp. So yeah, I don't know. I did a death warp here, so I just don't have to go back into the menu that you saw in the beginning of the run. I thought you would do TTC after Rainbow Ride. It's desyncing again. I don't know how to fix this. Sorry that I'm so hung up on this. Maybe this is not even really noticeable for you, but it is for me. But I don't know. There's some movement to Duno's Cavern. That's a Hess we're about to do that is pretty difficult. I think I'm actually missing this in this run. It was rare to miss, but on this particular day I missed it a bunch. You also gotta know the difference between Master Quest and normal OT. That I also couldn't practice because my practice run was on like Wii, basically. It was ESS that you need for Hessing, unpause lag that you needed for just like all the pause buffering, and then, you know, a lot of lag as well. And then also input delay. So if you want to time something, you need to be 2/3 of a frame different. Which might seem not that noticeable, but it's really noticeable if you try hard. So
DSS is just so out of tune. Not like on my controller.
Why do you swipe your shield a few times when you backwalk? Because I have ADHD.
Reliably for some reason.
There's no reason to do that. You literally just do it just because it's like keeping your hands busy, basically. Muscle memory. Yeah, I mean, I just started doing it at some point and then I kept doing it, you know.
Shit.
It doesn't actually do anything.
It's a 48, I think.
I'm talking about Jesus run. I was watching him get a new PB and 120 stars.
47? Damn, bro.
This was really hype, but I had to do the run, so I couldn't like pull it up on stream.
35s for him in 1 week or something. That's crazy. He was grinding for it for so long too.
But yeah, I found the setup here. You get into the back of the Dongus Cavern. This room is different than vanilla. There's 2 pots to the right side. So you get use 1 bomb to get in here, 1 bomb to get this ground jump, and then you can just like jump up to the bombs. Because the bombs are right here. It's really cool. There used to be a strat where you jump slash from the top, and then you land here and you can just go to the bombs. But I found this new strat. So this is a Spittle original actually. Pog dude. There were like ideas for different strats to not use so many bomb chews, but none of them were actually good in the end, unfortunately. I missed so many asses in this run. It's kind of sad. But it's alright. I think this beginning is still a good representation of what a good beginning should look like with all the stuff I found in the run.
As an insult, like, what kind of vacation are you on?
Yeah. So here we need to be daytime in Kakariko, and so we just watch this cutscene that we have to watch later anyways to pass some time, so I can actually have daytime while going into Kakariko. Even though I missed a few hesses, all of the hesses were indoors, so I didn't actually have any daytime pass. Discord notification, nice. Should probably close Discord actually. Whatever.
No, really?
These Kakos are also different than usual because we kind of like do them backwards. We start from the top, and then we use a Hess to go to the beginnings to get the first Kako. Dude, this desync is so annoying to me. I can't tank it. Where were we? I think we were doing this Hess, right? Just doing this Hess.
Wait, you said you...
This player sucks, but it's fine.
are on vacation, so... Are you, like, in Mallorca right now?
There you go. Okay. This was good RNG. But yeah, so you do a Hess to the back of this, and then you get the Kako.
Yo, hey, let's go, bro.
I don't know, Lord, this is for you guys.
We're gonna be in
Okay, I shouldn't hyper focus on the tech. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think these Kakos are pretty sick. It's hard to get good RNG on this because this is all RNG dependent and it's really weird to manipulate them. So I feel like my gold here was not that great, but it was fine.
It really do be like that.
It's kind of slow, but
I started going on vacations as like an adult.
Oh, sorry.
Wasn't on any vacation for years.
But yeah, so in this run we
horrible.
this is kind of like a new route that people haven't done before me. This is not like a crazy amount faster than the route we did before, but this is way more convenient with a lot of things. It kind of like gets rid of some bullshit. I think overall, and this might save like a minute or something, I don't know. Maybe a little more, maybe like 2.
Go to the Ballermann.
But I ended up, I think this
with Graham? With
Okay, I thought it desynced again, sorry.
Grandma, you know, that wouldn't be a problem, but with mom, bro.
What is this guy talking about? Going to Ballermann with grandma?
Like grandma would have the spray tan, you know, you would have glasses, everything.
I don't really know why I lost so much time, to be honest. I think my Kako RNG was pretty bad. And I think my my Hess was bad. Like going from bombs to this. But 19 seconds is kind of extreme. I don't know why exactly that happened, to be honest.
Oh, huh? Okay, interesting.
Well,
that's super cute of her.
But I do think that I got a pretty good gold, like the day before this, now that I think about it. But yeah, here we do another Hess, and this Hess is pretty hard, but I found some good cues for this. It's just hard to like actually get lined up with this.
It's pretty personal for a live stream, you know.
But yeah, so you're always getting personal on the live stream. But so it's line up without getting damage here, so you can actually do a strat after this with the bomb chew. But I kind of like forgot that I used another bomb chew on the Hess earlier, so I can't actually do the damage down I would do here, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Oh yeah, I got this all skip, I think. Or spoiler, I guess. For this all skip, you need to do one extra pause buffer to actually. I think this was actually fine. I didn't need to do the extra pause, but you do need to do that because while pause buffering and advancing one frame at a time, the owl cannot talk to you between the frames. Only if you advance more than one frame, it can actually talk to you. So we use that to get Link into the position so he can be targeted on the floor and be able to side up. So then we can like side up out of it, and this is really convenient because it saves talking to the owl. So it's really nice.
One extra pause. You do need to pause twice, no matter what. That's what I meant.
Yeah, okay. We just said the same thing. Fuck me, I guess.
But
yeah, this Hess is also pretty difficult. You can actually make the Hess all the way to the crates, but doing that you have to go super far up and have a very specific angle. And if you fail, you void and your run's dead. And it saves like 3 seconds to do. So I never seriously like considered doing it. I don't know. Even though I practiced it a bunch. Yeah, I dropped the bomb, so it was actually like on the left side of the crate instead of the right side, which made this fail. But I actually needed to damage down, so it's fine. This is very chaotic, this split. I think this ended up being like okay, I don't know. Side hopping on in this run fucking sucked ass. Because like if you frame perfectly side up, they won't see you at all, or you get lucky and they don't see you and then you just side up and be fast. But the problem with this is, since like I said earlier, on Master Quest you need to input your inputs like a 2/3 of a frame earlier than usual, so the side up timing is also different. Slightly. Especially if you mess it up a little bit, then you have to get into a new rhythm. It's really strange. So you... I don't know. I used to just have a lot of issues with doing guards, and I'm pretty sure it's because of that. Or I just make up things so I don't look as bad.
I don't know what happened on bottom.
Could also be the case. But yeah.
Dude, what happened on bottle? What the fuck?
The bottle time loss is actually really weird. I feel like I should not lose that much time. I feel like I should only lose like 10 seconds there, but I mean, I don't know.
So confused.
What do I know? Not like I have the world record or something. I hate this guy.
Whatever. Being too old is kind of wild for me, to be honest. I haven't traveled with like a elderly person.
Can you hear me? Yep. I think you can barely hear me, right?
So I don't know,
It's
like how
no, I think it's a good volume.
And I don't know.
Could probably turn it down even more, actually. This guy's obsessed with the
Like,
sound,
most
bro.
of my grandparents are passed away, so I can't. There's only one person to talk to, and she doesn't really speak German or English. So I'm not like super close to her, unfortunately.
But yeah, if I think back to what's happened in this run, I think this run was
I
actually
don't
really
know, I
good
wonder,
after
like, how does travel
the child section here.
with an elderly person.
Because I did lose like
It's obviously like a complicated topic.
like
and
30,
it's
40,
not
50
how
seconds to
we
a really good
usually
child
would
section.
like.
Even though it's also really hard to get a really good child section because, I mean, you just
I
saw
know it
like
can
there's
be,
so
like,
much to fail.
stressful and like really
But I think
lot
beginning of
to,
the
like,
adult is
do
actually
that
really
much
good.
in one day, and then traveling your luggage is also like a big thing.
I almost want to skip over these
Yeah, I don't know.
cutscenes because it's really boring to me, but I guess it adds to the fullness of the run. So we should probably keep watching.
I think she's gonna go to the Ballermann when she's gonna turn 100. Sorry. This time I'm coming with you guys. The has after bombs? Maybe, yeah. But I feel like they wouldn't.
This setup is
do
pretty
this-
cool. Oh, holy lag.
It's like 20 seconds though. Did I
This
not
setup
put
was
the
really
DMT
cool.
stuff?
It's a new setup that we found for this run to skip Lullaby with a bomb. And $2 Gargoyle found this shit, so
Yes.
shoutouts to him.
But I watched cutscene, no?
So yeah, we
Good
found this for
record,
this run, but this is
no.
also obviously good in like vanilla OT. It's not
Like the weirdest shit.
exclusive to this run. So you draw a bomb and then you like side up backflip, and then on the second backflip you like untarget the
I
backflip,
did get the DMT has.
which
What
means
the
you
fuck
frame
did I miss out
perfectly.
on then? What?
You frame perfectly backflip, so you can actually
I mean, it probably
get a
makes
quicker
sense.
one,
There's
and then
probably
you
some cucko shit that went wrong,
you draw a bomb
but
while doing
some
that,
few-
and that keeps you from moving more than you should before backflipping. So your
So beginning of my
position
run
is
was actually
right.
really good, but then the middle, or the beginning of the child section was really good, but then the middle part was just like,
Yeah, this.
you know.
I've been doing that sound a lot lately. I don't know why. It's like a vocal stem I'm getting used to. It's a really funny sound to make, just randomly.
Yeah, I did. But that's also for Zelda, not for a bottle. Like, I'm thinking about what I.
But yeah, I think this
lost
split was
time
pretty
on
good. I don't know.
bottle.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like a 40x.
I mean,
The
it's
best,
alright. Wait, this is like a 40x.
Bro, why is this shit I always talk about when I'm on these splits? Why am I saying that? I swear I did not know I said that in the
I'm fine
fucking
if it's
run.
Sub 21. I used to be more critical, but this beginning is so stupid that I'm fine with whatever. Also,
Yeah.
I mean,
Speak up.
I would be okay if I got like any, PB today. That would be fucking.
AO foreshadowing. Let's go. But yeah, my best. Okay, my best Master Sword was a 1955. But this is like actually this beginning is so fucking hard because of the MQ difference, and then also just because of the beginning itself.
Bro. What a fucking legend.
Your Red Bull. This Red Bull, the light blue one, the very like not the zero sugar or whatever, which is just like light blue and that's it, but the super light blue one, that shit tastes like ass, bro. Like genuinely D tier energy drink. So if you need like tiers on an energy drink, don't get the Red Bull super like bright blue one, man. Get the like normal sugar-free or get the normal one. But not the super light one, bro. That one tastes like ass crack.
Like 30 seconds or something. Because he missed the throw and then some other stuff. What's world record? Like a 14 or whatever? I think you could probably beat that, bro. His heart rate went up to 140. I mean, yeah. My heart, I'm super nervous too when I'm on pace. And he, I mean, he had a reason. I'm playing Bowser in the Sky on.
I'm just watching my stream now. Just watching myself.
Stressful shit ever.
But dude, speak up.
Like those kind of endings to the run, like that, and fucking fighting Majora at in.
Can't even see myself. Wait.
Like any percent in MG,
Let this guy talk. Holy shit. This guy knows some stuff about Mario.
The ending to Mario is probably even worse. Like, it's so bad. That's my resting heart rate. Real. That's me.
Dude, I generally though, I started like working out again after being injured and like being really busy for a while. And I've been getting cooked up, bro. Like today I'm so sore I can't even properly sit up, you know. I just felt like, the need to say that. I don't know.
Standing up out of my bed.
I tried practicing earlier and my arm physically hurt just because like, my forearm is so fucking sore, bro.
Is so insane. I don't know. Have you
I got cooked.
The 100% routing craft?
I'm gonna put my camera back in a second, by the way.
They brought back 1080 into the collab skip 9 shoe hover. Or 10 shoe, I don't know what. Yeah. Like he finished timing the
I'm really excited about all dungeons. I've been
apparently they are trying to find some.
I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Yeah, it's too distracting, I'm sorry. I'm gonna unmute myself in a second, but I wanna talk about this real quick. So I've been learning all dungeons, as you know, for the last like week and a half. And I'm really happy with how I've been like getting on with the run. There's just 4 big tricks that I need to get in the run to actually like be comfortable in finishing good runs and stuff. It's like Outer Spirit stuff, getting Mirror Shield, then the new DC wrong up with Bomb OI, Fire Jump, and also Unbuffered Corpse Push. All 4 are insanely difficult. But I'm really excited about those. I'm also excited about 100%. So I think those are the next 2 projects I'm doing after this. But if I end up getting into Gamescom, I will be doing more not vanilla, Master Quest MST. Which is gonna be really exciting. If it happens, but I don't know, I think until then, this is a good place to leave this on, because this does show off a lot of stuff that I don't know, I discovered in the run, and it shows off a lot of like good movement and stuff, even though like I am gonna lose some time later on to some really stupid stuff, but it's kind of like whatever, I don't know. This was also a lot about like overcoming myself, because at this point I was injured for a while, and I had to like overcome myself to actually like get to a point where I'm comfortable again and play against my injury in my right arm to be able to play again. So being able to overcome myself here and actually PB on the very last day of grinding was so big. But yeah, let's resume to the sound, because now it's actually more happening on screen.
Now. And it's set to be around 110 faster, but they found even more optimization.
I'm also turning myself down a little bit, just because it's a little distracting to me.
Then already
but
like the new route that had
yeah, so here it's just like normal. We go to Graveyard, and then we go to Shadow Temple. For that we're gonna use bombs instead of bomb shoes, which creates some interesting hasses, I think. It is nothing like super special. I do the new movement here. New in quote unquote. Really hard to get because the camera is messed up in that area. Also shoutouts to Arthur for finding that, by the way. But yeah, here we do a Hess.
Like they had it in World Record before.
This Hess is not too hard.
Because they said
just need to like get a good lineup to make it clean here. We get the enter Kakariko cutscene because we entered from a different point to get Kakos, which is interesting. So it creates this like weird timing you have to get, but I get the perfect lineup here, which is super satisfying, where you like go in the line. Because otherwise, if you line up perfectly, you're gonna hit the left side of this wall. So being like further right and then having a good line here, as you're gonna see, that's pretty satisfying. Like you can cut the corners here. We get the weird egg here, because we do need to dupe a bottle over this. I think the alternative for this would be duping over Ocarina, but we do need Ocarina quite a bit in this run, so I was like, yeah, I think it's not really worth it.
I think it's the hardest route.
I was a little off in getting this, but I mean, it's fine. It's like one... I think if I would have actually gotten it if I stopped my Hess like one frame earlier, which is kind of funny.
It's more difficult than Child. I don't know if that's true, but
yeah, so
I see it being true, because just getting into bottom of the well is so stupid. But I mean, doing bottom of the well as adult is
we do need to love bombs, so I'm gonna get an extra bomb drop in Dampé to Grave here. It's nice that there's always a bomb drop to the left here, so it's nice that we can just like go in here and just get extra bombs, because they are so useful. I did a bunch of math, and this bomb drop is like, you could probably cut out on some like very little stuff, but that would barely be maybe worth it. It's like very weird. And also this 20 rupees nice for way later when we are in trials and we want to get extra bombs there as well. But yeah, here I'm getting bad RNG with Dampé. You don't really want to lose hearts here because of Shadow Temple. I did lose a quarter heart here. I'm gonna get to in a second why that's bad. But Shadow Temple in this run is really interesting, I would say. Oh, I actually voided. Damn, I forgot about that. That's fucking crazy.
Like 3 days or something.
That is RNG. That's not my fault. It's funny that that's in the world record.
Why am I so zoomed in? Am I not like super zoomed in right now? What the fuck's happening? Maybe
Yeah, I'm tripping because I'm zoomed in on this run. But that's because of my crit health. If you have crit health, your camera is a little more zoomed in than usual.
Yeah,
and you can get crit wiggles. But yeah, I got like super bad RNG with this. Since I had a bunch of minutes that I could improve my world record on, I was like, alright, I'm just gonna continue. I also didn't want to really like reset that much on this day. So I just kept going, but this was like a big hit. And I think if I failed way more in Shadow, I probably would have just reset, but yeah, it's kind of hurtful to watch. And I mean, it's not my fault, like this is RNG, so it's kind of whatever.
At that point, I didn't know how to do weird shots yet. And I was doing my first randomizer. And then the guy was like, hey, do a weird shot with like no context. I was like, oh, I don't know how to do that yet. It's just like, oh, that's how MST runners are like nowadays, huh? I was like, what? It's
good story, man.
He was treating being an MST runner as like, you know.
But yeah, I'm dying here because I like from the recoil of the flame I avoided, so
You know what I mean? Like, oh,
this is such a rare thing to happen. I think this happened like 5 times in total for me, and I've been, you know, running this for a while. But yeah, I do this fast setup for this hookshot jump. This setup's pretty good.
Yo, Peach.
I feel like everyone does this nowadays, but I actually remember when Baker came up with this and he showed it to me first, so it's the weirdest flex I have. But But yeah, this Shadow Temple is really interesting. I got asked a bunch of times while running this what the hardest temple is in this run, and I always replied it's either Fire Temple or this, and I still stand by it. I think Jabu is also a good contender, but if you only go Temple Interior and not Boss Room, then I think this takes the crown because it's just like insane. We do a setup here. And then we do a frame perfect mega flip. The problem with this mega flip is, again, your input delay is going to be different, so you do need to time this a little differently than in practice. But yeah, I got this done. I have more health than usual, so I'm getting damage down here. Usually you would just go and continue. And the problem was that I forgot that I died, but if you had a quarter heart here, you do need to get rid of this guy to actually get into this thing, because we are getting all the way here to get the small key that you get from the bottom. But the problem is you're always gonna be sliced by this blade. And there's this weird, like, position where you're actually not gonna get hit by the blade even though it looks like it. And it's like, you just saw it, I didn't get damaged. It's like at the very tip of this, but sometimes it still hits you. So it's like really sketch, I don't know. But yeah, I do a damage setup here, so I would get the key, and then I can just like jump slash and die. Here, boom. This brings us to the beginning of the dungeon, so we can go and get hover boots now.
I mean, it's gone through a lot of changes. There used to be, I think, 2 weird shots we used to do. One for the Vajja, one for...
Yeah, only reason I lost time was because I died. And I had to like damage down more. The rest was just incredible. Really good. I also worked a lot on this movement here. There's just a lot of nerdy shit of like what rolls do you do, what positions do you get. But I tried to do a lot of research on this, and I came up with this movement, which is pretty good. I do think I actually miss this here. Probably. No, I don't. Okay. But this setup was like super scuffed. Yeah, this movement is also weird, but I feel like what I do is like fine. We got okay RNG here. It's not much to talk about here. It's just like a lot of stuff that you have to do get past. You do that clip to get past Song of Time block, which is pretty cool. Get a specific position and stuff. I just had to do a really weird setup because I kept messing up the angle slightly. After this, what you do is you do a boat key skip. So you do a Hess, and then you want to go out of bounds and land to the loading zone of the bongo room. But you have to have a very specific position. So I actually try to get this down to do unbuffered. But what's funny is the only part I don't do unbuffered is the angle switch here that you have to do while clipping out. So I always buffer this. But I got to be really consistent on this, which is really nice. Because this is one of the hardest tricks in the run. But yeah, very nice. Just very nice thread. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes into Shadow Temple, like there's a lot of small movement things you can do. There's a lot of weird roll stuff you can do. What I did here is actually really interesting. I feel like very little people know about this. But if you enter Bongo Room, you can actually like do a frame perfect insta jump slash to enter the hole with Bongo quicker than with any other movement. So, because you actually also need to store a jump slash for crouch stabbing. So a lot of people like jump slash at the very end of falling or at the beginning when you already have fallen. But that's actually a few frames slower than just jump slashing into the hole. So that's as weird, nerdy as I will get about the movement. But I think that's pretty interesting. So I don't know, if you want to work on that, then work on the insta jump slash you can get. This is fast. This is also slow. It's a very quick, like, insta, untarget, like, hookshot setup you can do here, but I'm not gonna go into that.
And he was telling me how it's like not worth it at all. Because we don't have bombs in all dungeons. So like for my
but yeah, this is really cool. So since it's one of the only runs where you actually have bombs while doing bongo, you can do a bomb to OI to get this. So if you don't know, usually we do OIs with which is ocarina items. You drop a fish and then you cancel the fish animation while doing like a backflip or something. And then it defaults to cutscene 1, which in this game is ocarina. And with that we can cancel blue orbs and actually do cutscene skips while with doing like a death or an entry of a loading zone or something while getting warped away. So here what we actually do is we cancel the bottle animation with a bottle damage down, with a bomb damage down on a very specific frame. So I do a setup here, and then we need to equip. So on this frame I equip and I cancel the bottle. This is very quick. So yeah, it's just quick setup, very nice.
yeah, Dampé was fucking.
I love that we, in this run, I think I'm doing every single wrong warp with Bomb Y, which is really cool. That's just like a really nice thing that you can do in this run.
More 42.
I think to this point, there were like basically no other run that did this in an all dungeon setting. So that's a really cool thing that we were able to do in Master Quest MST. Just skip doing no cutscene skips or the cutscene skips with just normal OI. This is a very intricate hash that you need to hit. Or not need to, but you can hit. It's really quick, it saves like 3 seconds. But it's incredibly difficult.
I mean, to be fair, he did play unfair.
Also this hash is like really weird.
Someone calls you out for a race and then he takes a flamethrower and cooks you alive. I don't think that's like a fair thing to do, you know?
Dude, what is this guy talking about? Did you see that? What the fuck? What the hell?
But I mean, that's just me.
I
would make Olympia.
I think the run's actually pretty quiet for you guys, but
definitely like a different event. If they were allowed
I think I'm too worried about the sound.
any flame weapon they can choose.
But yeah, also I wanna, dude, going back on this fucking sucks. Playback speeds. This player is dog shit. Whatever. So the setup after the shop is actually really cool. You like line up with the side of the gate and then you can just backwalk. This you can do this with a lot of exits on Kakariko, but very little people utilize this, even though it's like super fast. This was sad. I had to do the redo the Hess. This was really clutch to get, because this Hess loses a lot of time if you don't get it. So I really need to get this. But this is a really like weird Hess to set up. I don't know, because the whole area is like really slopey and yeah.
Actually, like a really good split until that.
Yeah, this is a really good split. This is actually a really good like section without Dampé. If it wasn't for Dampé from like Zelda to here, it would have been amazing. Made barely any mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, this is weird, like, there's RNG involved in this, so the guy on the left there, the Voltola, that's a 50-50 chance that he looks at you. Because he's either going to be on the right side looking to the right side or left side, and here, he just, like, looked at me. Bad RNG. What I do here is, it's also nerdy. This saves, like, 1 frame, and it's very consistent if you nail it. You can, like, push yourself into the loading zone with the bomb, so you actually like land in the loading zone right after exploding. This is not that crazy to like to do because it's not that fast, but I found this, so I'm proud of it. I did get a slow walk here, which is rare. I don't know if it's slower though.
Perfect. Let's go. Good movement. Wonder if it loses time if you get the slow until there.
But yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with this. Like, I lost some time in Child, which is tankable since I wasn't trying to be super cautious of that. But usually I would probably want to have the run like 10 seconds faster in Child. And then I also lost time on Dampe, which I would probably usually reset on. But here I just wanted to keep going since it was the last day of grinding and it paid off because we actually got a amazing run after that. So
because if it's gonna be roughly the same difficulty as all dungeons on N64, then
now I'm talking about all dungeons.
Oh my god, I'm stupid.
And what I'm gonna do. I missed the textbooks there, by the way.
Then that would be kind of wild, but it would be satisfying too, because I could like really get revenge for.
I'm talking about how I used to play all dungeons on N64 because it was an exciting route back in the day and it was supposed to be faster, but I stopped because I realized it wasn't faster and I was kind of like done with what I wanted to do in the category anyway. But now I'm going back to it after 2 years and it's really exciting. But yeah, here we just damage down so we can have a very little time on the timer for Bolero reverse cutscene skip, which is really cool. The movement here is also pretty intricate. Can like do a bunch of like setups with angles. It's cool. Here we drop a bomb and then catch fish. The setup's also cool. You dupe over Weird Egg finally here. You get the bombs from the chest, so you fill up your bombs to 20. And then you backwalk to damage down from the bomb you dropped earlier. Which usually wouldn't be your last bomb, but here was really fitting. Shot off the damage down really well. Oh no, I actually failed this, don't I? Yeah, I'm too far left on this angle. God. But the fact that this is in the world record is a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, hey, if you want, you can fucking beat this shit. You know. Yeah, this fucking sucks, but it's fine.
I definitely need to. This sounds stupid, but definitely need to readjust my chair. I'm like sitting in a weird position right now.
Yeah, normal reverse Bolero.
Laugh about the way how esport players would like set up their setups with.
Yeah, he's kind of spinning. Wait.
Tape. You know those pictures where they would pull up like with tape and like a measuring band. And then position their monitors and their like keyboards perfectly. And they
Okay, I sure want to talk about this. I want to hear myself talk about esports setup people, but that's actually really interesting. So we do a mega flip there to cross the gap, but while doing the mega flip, I also set up my angle so I can like backwalk on the bridge and then just do a few rolls to exit this area. So it's a very weird like movement thing you can practice to get really good at.
But I totally understand it now.
It's just like, I feel like there's so much stuff in this game that gets like overlooked, but it's really interesting like conceptually, because how you set up your angles and how you set up your like movement and stuff. I feel like whenever I try to get like speedrun friends to get into this game, they are surprised by how intricate the movement is in this game. Here you can actually do a waterfall skip with a bomb, but our bomb count is actually really tight here. So I stopped doing this because it was pretty inconsistent for me with a bomb, and also bombs are tight and this only saves like a few seconds. So I didn't really see the reason to do this too much. Yo Jan, hi.
So when I get stressed and
yeah, cool setup here. It's pretty quick. You can skip the slash there, but this is still really quick.
Tense up my abs or something.
Just wanna out of bounds swim into this.
But for my screen,
and then we has here. I don't know how clean this has was, but this has really hard to get clean because you need a very specific angle to get to the top of this top of this hill here.
Perception of the game, you know. So I guess that would be for performance.
Yeah, very nice.
Obviously, you want to have everything like as close as possible to what you practice.
This is from my Master Quest MSC grind. I got the world record like 9 days ago.
For my GDQ run, right, that I did a few years ago.
Nice.
That
This was very close.
screen had 1 frame of input delay.
This was very close. I was like 1 frame from climbing that edge, basically. But yeah, this run, this room here is really deceiving. Because if you look at now, the spikes are really, really quick. And you need to somehow dodge them, and it's actually like, it's really tricky to dodge them. Because you need to make use of your like invincibility frames from your rolls to dodge these spikes. It just fucking sucks. But the way we boss key skip after this to get into the boss room is actually really cool.
And they
Watch
have the
this.
same issue.
Do I get this first try? I do, nice, okay. I wasn't sure. I use my invincibility frames here, but then you just hit the switch, the target appears under you, and you can just jump slash into the door here. It's really cool.
1 frame of input delay, and it messed me up so bad. I had to like...
Thanks for the congrats, Jan.
I had to like get used to it in the first 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all dungeons after this tomorrow,
like
so I'm
30
excited about that.
To really like know how to
But
play with
I'm really happy with getting this world record at the end of my grind.
And it was weird, like in my brain at first I had to like really think, okay, I need to go 1 frame later than usual on every single strat. And I nailed every frame perfect strat, dude.
This guy's just flexing the whole run, holy shit.
Bridge flip, I nailed Wes's hey bro. I'm so proud of that. But you could, if you watch my run, and you see me mess up all my movement in the beginning.
This was good RNG for once. This run had like horrible RNG all the way through.
Bro,
but I think I lost like a minute to RNG so far.
So
but this is actually pretty good. Like, very nice fights.
And Kraft knows this, bro.
This is basically the best Morphacle you can get time-wise. This is like a 46, maybe you can get a 145. I don't know.
I had to like nail Hess's blinds and shit like that. And he just looks at me.
Yeah, this was actually crazy. When I did my Gamescom marathon run for Nocturne RTA last year, my screen kept like going out. It kept losing connection to my Wii. So a lot of tricks I had to do like blind because I couldn't see the screen because it was like disconnecting, right? So while I was doing this marathon run for this event, sitting there live, I had to like hit Hess's blind and stuff like that. Like my screen cut out for like 5 seconds and I had to nail it and then keep the Hess, and then it cuts it back in and I know where to Hess. Like it was fucking insane.
So funny.
But it was a great run. I just got really bad RNG in that. And as you probably notice, I don't get good RNG often. But yeah. Here we also do a bump Y. I don't think I needed to do a backup here, but it's not that time consuming, so I just did it here. Not the fastest setup, I had to readjust a little bit. But I one-paused this, and before this, I had a really good split, so... I think this is a gold. A little slow on the control here, but it's fine.
But I think as long as you're like in the air, you should be fine. I don't know if this works. I think it does, but...
Yeah, very nice. This is a fairly new bump Y setup.
It's not a gold, actually.
Yeah, I think I split early, so I don't know if that was actually a gold, but...
What the hell? I feel like that was perfect. No, it wasn't. I had to do the backup, actually. I kind of zoned set up, to be honest.
I think the split was good too.
Okay, now I know
here, you need to be really precise on your movement. Like, you can Hess perfectly on this edge and then do a setup and... Here, I don't know how the... Dude, what the fuck did Link just do, man?
What the hell? Bro just jumped into the air.
But yeah, nice mega flip here.
Time at every single second because I'm just like not locked in.
I don't know if do I get this house? Oh shit, dude, that was a crazy backup. Holy
I
fuck.
don't know how I still got that, but
That's very nice.
can you teach me?
Will you run anything today? I don't know. I do need to do more dungeons practice today, and I was thinking about doing a practice run, and we could actually do the practice run like on stream. I don't know, but I didn't really like plan anything. I just planned to do this reaction. But yeah, very nice split so far. Besides having that weird movement mess up on the setup for the mega flip, I basically played that perfect. That was really nice. Even the backup only consumed. I mean, that was like half a second that I lost or something. It was like really nice still. Very nice. That is very hard to do, so I'm glad I got that. I tried working on that like right before stopping my grind on the Zora's Fountain Hessen, because on that explosion most times you will get hit if you don't have a good angle.
Because that mega flip, the distance is really strange.
So that was pretty good.
I don't know how it is for the recoil
It's like a moth flying here.
thing. But for the normal setup where you have to like either backwalk or side hop with hover boots, it's really strange. I think you have to back.
That was a moth. I had to get rid of it. Eliminate it.
Than usual.
But
at least then on the
yeah, pretty good split. Messed up my movement, but the rest was nice, I think. And I mean, yeah, the backup, but this run has so much movement source. It's interesting. Like you probably have seen enough now, but you will see more just like crazy movement stuff that
I'm mad about
I don't know. It's just like really interesting to see.
Bolero and Hookshot both just really stupid mistakes.
But I'm happy with what turn. Like most of the stuff I had to come up with, because this category was kind of like that before I ran it. And some MQ people and other friends helped me, so shouts to those. But a lot of stuff I also had to come up with myself. Just yeah, I mean, just because it's rare to know exclusively high-level MQ stuff for the specific run, you know. But yeah, here we just do restricted items, so we can set Pharaoh's Wind in order to have the wrong warp chain from Jabu to Spirit.
MST are good categories.
Yeah, this was good movement. Yeah, it's kind of weird because you can easily just bonk on the walls, and you don't want to like be super far from the
Who says that?
from like the entrances and stuff. So yeah.
The demons. Craft, have you seen the ranking of kings?
Yo, Java, what's up? Thanks for good luck. It's left to get used to your new name. But thanks for the have fun. Yeah, but yeah, this is really strange. The trick. But dude, my movement is great. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm glazing myself again, but I'm really happy with how this went. So split so far is really good.
And also the animation.
I do think I messed the Hess up or something, but because I remember losing time here, but I don't remember where.
It's really wholesome and cute. And it has like shonen elements, which makes it also like interesting in that regard.
This is so strange. This is not the only category where we do this. We also do this in vanilla MST. It's just really weird to do. I think my angle here is wrong, so I'm not gonna get this. I did, okay. Dude, what did I do wrong? Am I failing the next part? I only lost like 5 seconds from perfect. I went really safe on this because I didn't want my run to die. Because aside from the bad beginning, I had a really nice like rest of the run. Yeah, I just extra buffered a few times. Okay. Usually you don't buffer this because there's 2 frames you can roll on here. But I did buffer 3, so I'm losing 12 seconds. 1 buffer is like 2.5 seconds. I did 3, so it's 7.5, and then I lost 5 before that, so 12. This split is really good, I think. I just had bad RNG. If I remember correctly. Dude, one pausing this is actually really fucking hard. Yeah, here we get QPA, quick put away, to get glitch damage value in our crouch sap. So we can hit this cow without actually having a slingshot. I think that's what you need for these. Yeah, this movement is really strange. Because we kind of like do reverse Jabu here. You need to get ISG off this chest. If you don't get it off this chest, it's really strange to get it from something else. Because you want to enter this door through the stream. You also want to get this. If someone is gonna run this, by the way, you always want to jump slash into this. You don't want to like run into this and then jump slash. And you want to not hold a direction when you jump slash into this. You don't want to like move upright and then while moving upright jump slash. You want to always move and then jump slash straight up and then jump slash into this corner there. Just if anyone wants to know that. Because that's something I had to deal with a lot while finding source for the split, and finding that out made my life a lot easier. But yeah, movement here was kind of suboptimal, but still nice. It's kind of weird how they despawn here. Depending on where they were before you left the vicinity of them, they despawn differently. So having consistent movement, that's kind of strange, but yeah.
Oh, I see.
Good split. Kind of sloppy on the movement, but it's fine. Jumping down, yeah, that was bad. Jumping down there, you don't want to grab that ledge there. This movement is also weird because there's not a really like finite number of rolls that is good there. It's kind of like doesn't matter. Very strange strip of I don't know, of like a hallway. I think I got the good climb here. Yeah, nice. Yeah, also this weird roll-wise, that's the best source I could find. There's a lot of like nerdy roll stuff, but that's kind of like what this dungeon is. If you do it reverse in this version of the game. This equip is pretty cool. You do your hover boots and then you equip Ocarina to damage yourself down after this. So you don't have to do it with Baronate.
Are you excited for the weekend?
I do wonder how quick this is. I think 4 seconds is way quicker than taking 2 damages from Baronate. But I never really looked into that because it just seems so slow. Yeah, this setup was so good. I worked on the setup a lot, so I'm actually going to talk about it now. So the way you want to set this up is really strange. I know this is not a tutorial, but I still like to talk about this stuff, so I will. Stop me if you want. So the way you get that ferry is strange because I used to do a thing where I do the setup, and while doing the setup I get the ferry, but that's actually kind of slow. Because what you can do is like, you can spawn the ferry and then while walking also catch it. And then like being basically in front of the wall while catching it. And then you can target and then you can do the setup, which is quick. So I started doing that. But this setup's really strange because you need to like side up into position and then have a bomb and then drop it while also turning a bunch with ESS. But you can't really see Link too well because the camera is really weird there. So whether or not you actually did an ESS, you can't tell that well. It's like, I don't know. It's not great.
No save.
But I did a lot of work on that setup, so.
Little tipsy, let's go. My guy's having fun.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out.
Brewery night, oh shit, okay. Want to watch some German Master Quest for being in the brewery? I get you.
Yeah, here standard Baronade fight, there's some optimization you can do here that's really nerdy, where you like really pay attention to when you drop your boomerang and choose and nuts, but it's pretty good. I need to get hit by Baronade just so I can get good damage, and then I position myself in the right spot so I can actually get this next wrong warp. Because this wrong warp is dependent on camera, which is dependent on the position where you killed Baronade. Yeah. So here we do the setup. Very nice setup. I set up basically like Link's left shoulder with Ruto's right shoulder. From our view, her right shoulder. This is like one of the hardest tricks in the run. I use a metronome for this, that's why I switched my headphones as well. So, but the problem is, again, because of Master Quest difference, the metronome isn't super accurate, so I do extra pause here a bunch, which is kind of annoying. It's like 2 more frames. Now it's 2 more frames. 1 more. Yeah, it's a bunch of extra pauses, but again, pausing on this version is just strange, so we take that.
Go, dude.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I don't know, if you don't know what happens there, like, I guess we can go back. Dude, I hate this fucking player. You basically, like, want to take the camera while Ruto is talking to you and then clip out of the wall there that you came in from, and then you do a blind setup and you time warping away with going into the loading zone you came from, and if you do that you can end up in Dodongo's cavern because you like overrid the entrance value you're supposed to have. You're supposed to come out in Zora's Fountain, but you actually come out in Dodongo's cavern.
Not that much, and
because you go through the door that would lead to Jabu. It's like kind of weird, I don't know. But yeah, here we fight Dodongo and then we continue the wrong warp streak that I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
The back to back wrong warps. I guess just back to back. But yeah, this very standard, you just use bombs to kill Dodongo's, King Dodongo. And adult Link damage value with Master Sword. Very nice. As you saw earlier, we got the heart container. We actually want to get this heart container as well. Because of Fire Temple. And also because of Fire Trial. Fire Trial we can also use a ferry, but Fire Temple, it's really important that we have enough hearts. Because otherwise it's slow. So we do this little setup here. So we are in position to use Pharaoh's Wind while being on the very edge of this warp. It's annoying, pausing in this run sucks ass, and this is also Master Quest. So it double sucks ass. So I lost some time here, but otherwise it was very nice.
We golded this yesterday. Got my first 248.
Yeah, that's a very consistent split if you get consistent on pausing there, because the King Dongo fight is like very scripted and the rest is pretty consistent. But it did extra pause a bunch, so we're gonna lose some time here. But honestly, like, I'm very happy with this middle part of the run. There was no, like, real big mistake that you wouldn't see in, I don't know, like other really good runs.
Weird combo.
It's still that I would say, like, the beginning is the worst part, and then, like, Bolero, and the rest is really nice. Probably, like, be 2 minutes out of this just because of that. But then the middle part is, like, incredibly good, so... this equip is really cheeky. You, like, spin your control stick, and then you get into position to equip these. It's very cool. It's also very nerdy, but... we talk about the nerdy stuff here, so... This section of the run is like one of the coolest sections in our run, because we're about to do another boss key skip completely blind. We don't have this in like any other run besides Master Quest run ones, and there I think it's only GSR. So this, maybe also all dungeons, but this is incredible. So we use this room here to damage down, and then the Song of Time block you see to the right. To mega flip and then clip out of bounds, so we can go into the room where usually there's a huge statue with the like lady statue there. We have the setup here, and then we go into the unloaded room, and we do a setup so we can do the statue climb completely blind. Yeah. So this is very tricky, because if you mess one thing up, you kill your run, essentially. They need to die after this. So I really need to watch out how I position Link here. Very safe on the setup here. Now I'm on top of the right arm of the statue. I pause buff for this just to be sure, because if I fail this, my run's over. Very nice though. Some extra pauses. It's still very good. Yeah, at this point, my nature kicks in, where I'm stronger on runs that are not as long. Because this was the point where I got nervous. Because I was like, today is the last day of my grinding, and this run is actually not that bad, aside from the beginning. And this is also technically also 149 pace at this point, so with like an incredible second half of the run, I could get a 149. But we also still have like 50 minutes to play, so that was a little bit, that's a little bit weird to deal with. It's alright, we keep going. Yeah, here, good Nabooru cutscene skip. You use the top of the chair to jump into the door frame. You get a glitchy ledge climb, and then you can like phase through the floor and then just void while the cutscene is playing, skipping the cutscene. Here we do a bunch of cool movement to get to Twin Rover fast, some side ups here. Yeah. Yo, Maxo, thanks for the grats. Thank you, thank you.
Can put this place back.
Also, Jabo, I missed what you said earlier, I'm sorry. Good luck on the Overwatch 2. And also, I am doing great. I was a little, like, stressed out and just kind of, like, overall drained when doing this grind. And kind of like finishing up this thing in general. But finishing this up, I don't know, I'm pretty happy now, and I'm excited for dungeons tomorrow. But yeah, so this fight is also completely RNG. The way they shoot you is just like RNG, the way they fly. They always shoot from the 4 platforms, so you basically want to wait for one of them to go on the platform. You could get technically a quadruple shot where one of the Twin Rover sisters just goes on one platform and stays there, but it is incredibly unlikely. So we have to deal with this like normal ass RNG. You can use audio cues to know where they fly and stuff, which is nice, but yeah, I mean, this was actually fairly like good RNG. I can't really complain. I think the best segment time for this that I've gotten is like a 206 or 204. And here we get like 217. RNG, but totally passable. So we did lose 13 seconds just to RNG, which is a little annoying, but I mean, again, like, that's not my fault. Just normal ass RNG. Yeah, this is also RNG, but she will always shoot 3 of the same color in the beginning of the fight, and she's most likely to just go to the next platform right away. Sometimes she can fly over above your head, and that's actually like a way to have her not do that and stay in place. But I have not learned that because it's not super necessary. Yeah, here I lost the jacket because it's like a little overstimulating to have it on right now. Yeah, I've been having these weird like sensory issues when I do my hair, and my hair is really like there's like a lot of hair cream in my hair or whatever, or when I like put on jackets and it has a weird texture on my skin. I don't know. So on this run I got really nervous, and then I got like my skin got like irritated, or was irritated, and I got irritated mentally. It was like overstimulating, I don't know. But yeah, here we do another Bomb Y. This Bomb Y setup is pretty cool. This is just like rhythm-wise probably my favorite one to do. Just like really cool. Perfect pause. Incredible setup. Just amazing. There's a new one you can do here, but I don't know how much faster it is. I think it's only like 1 second. And it's significantly more like intricate from what I've seen. Should work, I think. So we do this for now. I might learn the new one when doing all dungeons, I don't know. But this is pretty good. I did lose the time that I was talking about just because of RNG. Aside from that, this was good though. The left pot there always has bombs. It's not super necessary to get, because we only need 1 bomb moving forward, but we are gonna see in a second why it's important to actually get more. Sometimes. If you want to go make sure. I'm obviously gonna try my best. There's some really good goals I got recently on bow and on fire trial. But yeah, so again, so far I would say this run is like amazing, aside from the beginning. Like if I had gotten my best hookshot time ever on this run would be like insane. The only mistake I made aside from that is Bolero, which was very silly. But also it was only like 30 seconds or something, so it's not insanely bad. It's just like annoying. So I so far I would say this is pretty good. But this mistake here, I specifically said that before going into Fire Temple because this mistake coming up really bugged me. This is really annoying. It's not the most annoying, but this is pretty stupid. So what you want to do here is you want to spawn this chest. So you can use this chest to clip you out of bounds with this torch that I'm setupping into right now. So I'm doing a setup now where I drop a bomb. The bomb is going to damage me. We're going to use the damage to clip Link into between these two things. And then we want to position Link so we can get past the gate you can see on top of my screen right now. Yeah, so you're going to see me now drop the bomb. We turn around so we can get pushed by the bomb. And I was literally 1 frame too late. So if we remember, if you practice this on practice ROM, your input delay is going to be different, plus your pausing is different. So I try to one pause this so we don't mess this up a bunch. But the problem is, if you miss this by 1 frame, you will clip into the room in front of you. Because the room in front of you is loaded. So now I'm in the room in front of me. So I need to exit, which I can do with doing a weird shot. But the weird shot angle here sucks ass. Because weird shots are angle dependent. So yeah, I needed to do this bullshit. And if I hadn't gotten the bombs earlier, my run would be dead here. Because there's no way to get bombs in Fire Temple. Ironically. At least there are ways probably, but like not in the rooms we have access to at the moment. Here it's this frame you need to target on, and then you jump slash and back after this gate here. Yeah, just like sad that I lost so much time. I lost like 30 seconds here. But yeah, it's like one of those. That's I don't know. Like those mistakes were like the main mistakes I made on this run, which I'm pretty happy with. If I nail everything and the only stuff I don't nail is that while doing a run that I'm trying to get an okay time on, it's like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, we're losing a lot of time here. I paused 1 frame late. That was my mistake. That's how cruel this category is. Was 1 frame late on a simple trick like that.
Yeah, I think sound is really quiet for you. I can put it up a little bit.
35 seconds.
But what I just said is like, I just lost a lot of time. Because it's kind of like how this category is. It's very cruel. And I did want to mention this too. This is literally how the category is. A lot of tricks like this are literally just like, if you do them, you will maybe lose time on pause buffering and that's it. But if you don't get them, you lose like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, you know? It's like insane. And with that thing it was similar, like either you get it and you have like 1 or 2 extra pauses, or you don't and you lose 30 seconds. Which is horrible, so... I would say as one split in the whole run, this next split, Fire Temple, is the hardest split in the whole run.
Just this trick, it's alright.
I was really nervous here. Because I knew this wasn't my best pace ever. I have gotten a run that's like 1.5 minutes ahead of this. But this run's still like pretty good. I mean, I'm 1 minute ahead. There's also a new movement I found here. A new piece of movement. There is a firewall. If I move a bit further up here, you will be able to see it in just a second. And the firewall is really hard to dodge. Because it's in front of 2 pillars, you can't really do anything. But I found a way to consistently dodge this. And to not have to climb up the left side of this pillar. Which isn't like a big deal, but it saves like 1 second. So I'm proud of this. Because it's pretty cool. See, it spawns, but we get a roll at a very weird angle here. So I can just dodge it like that without touching, and we can just go here. Nice little movement for QPA. for this puzzle. Very nice. Yeah, we set ourselves up with a bomb here because we do want to get damage down for the timer in this next room. But we also do need to get time stopped so we don't look at Darunia. We can do this whole next section without looking at Darunia, which is pretty sick. I also got a triple damage here, which is super rare. Getting triple damage needs you to be like frame perfect on the release and catch. Pretty precise. This hookshot jump setup is pretty new. It makes you able to go into Volvagia's room without having to do some bullshit. Shouts to TKC for finding this variation of the strat. But originally Kadron found the strat itself, so shouts to Kadron for that. You position your cursor on the very right side of the storage, and then you wait until the timer runs out, and just like you want to have the yellow like torch sound. That's your cue for getting this. Here I got it, and then I try to just like have the timer run out, so I die. 2 extra pauses. That is very good. And I enter the room. Yeah, this is the hardest split in the whole run, so very nice so far. Here we need to fight Volvagia. Volvagia also RNG. You want the Volvagia to spawn in one of the top 5 holes. Kind of looks like how you would craft a helmet in Minecraft. If you look at these holes, it's like the top 3 and then the one to the middle left and then the one to the middle right. If you get one of the 3 holes that is next to the one you are standing in front of, you got bad RNG, and that is basically run over. Which fucking sucks, because this is an hour and 15 minutes into the run. But that's how it goes. And that's why I also don't have a better time. Because this fucking kills your run instantly. And you might be like, oh Spittle, but this is a 1 in 3 chance of happening. It's 3 holes on a 9-hole layout, and that's true. But the problem is, I get horrible RNG all the time. So the run that was actually like a minute and a half ahead of this run, guess what it died to? Bros arguing with imaginary people. But yeah, so this is really cool. We use a weird shot to kill Volvagia while doing the fight. This is a trick that also, it's not that old, and I got pretty bad RNG here. I get the RNG where I still have to be really tight, but I think I still get it in 2 cycles here. No, I don't actually. I do. No, I don't. Sorry. If I didn't get damage there, I could have gotten it in 2 cycles. I thought my run was over here, but since I got the
I think that's okay.
whole spawn in front of me, it's a very quick spawn.
That's okay. I think that's okay.
Because the problem is I'm not going to explain it. Let's just say that that one is faster than the others. And that made it not kill my run.
And yeah.
But that's still bad RNG. Because it lost me like 5 seconds. And I'm not able... Oh, so I won't be doing the bomb Y here. Damn. Yeah, never mind. I thought I did the bomb Y here, but I'm not going to do that. RIP. Yeah, never mind. We do this version. This is pretty cool too, though. Like, we run off and then we set ourselves up to get killed by the timer. And yeah.
Should work, I think.
We wrong warp to Forest Temple.
Yes.
I go to the split insane. Very good split. I just got bad RNG on Volvagia, basically. Yeah, amazing. I have not gotten a run past that probably since like February. No, that's not true. I got one run. I got a few runs on pace past that. One run was actually like the day before this, but not with a pace like this. Like being so far ahead while also getting this, I have not gotten in a while. Just because every time I got there, my run got killed by RNG. Or the split was so hard that I didn't get it. It's one of the two.
Feels really good to hit it in a run.
But here I was feeling good, I had a good pace, I golded the split. And I knew this was probably my last chance. So yeah. This forest temple in Master Quest is also pretty interesting. Like you just saw I did that setup to get the key. To open the door so we can get here. You can do a boss key skip right away to get to Phantom Ganon. But we do want to enter this. Which is cool, you can just like clip into the wall. With a crutch step. Here we wait for them to attack and then we can kill both. That's also RNG. But we got good RNG there for once. Yeah, the heart there is not RNG, that's a pot. Pots are always a set value for an item. We skip the Song of Time block here again, and then we do the boss key skip I was talking about. So you just line up here, and you do. I went super safe here, and I usually do it quick, so it would work. But yeah, here I only lost like 3 seconds. Pretty good split so far. I didn't explain as much with this, but I mean this is really cool. I think Forest Temple is probably the coolest dungeon we do in the run, because it's pretty long and it's also very like intricate. There's a lot of things you can do to go fast, and while routing this, I had to, like, I came up with the idea of getting the key first and then going to Phantom Ganon. And then after that doing the rest to get the bow. And it was pretty fun to, like, route it that way. I'm still not sure if that's, like, 100% faster, because the routing that I did ended up being, like, pretty tight with the other stuff that I came up with. But my idea, I think, is pretty good, so... Yeah, here I'm looking out for a visual cue. To hit Phantom Ganon as quickly as possible. I basically came up with this. So yeah. Pretty good fight. Not much to say, I just failed the boss key skip 2 times. But the rest was like really nice. Just really good movement and execution, I don't know. Yeah, I was pretty nervous here, you can tell. Like, I'm calming myself down, telling myself to just focus on the one trick. I think this was all because of my huge mental barrier that, with the fact that I didn't PB in so long. Messed up the shield turn there, and I messed up the pausing here. Come on. Yeah, the pausing here, same problem as in Fire Temple with the strat. The timing is weird because when you practice it's different, so kind of sucked. I do get the frame perfect pause here though, which is nice. But yeah, overall I lost a bunch of time to extra pausing. think I lost like 9 seconds on that cutscene skip, and then boss key skip I lost like 3-4 seconds. So this is like one of the splits that's least optimized. Because technically I could save like 6-7 seconds on this, unironically. But yeah. It's so late into the run and right after the Fire Temples segment. It's kind of like... kind of a lot to talk as much as I have been. Not gonna lie. Getting a little tired. 'Cause I haven't streamed in a long time. But yeah, so this setup I came up with myself. I had a lot of trouble hitting the switch that this Bombchu is going to right now. And I didn't know why. But then I came up with going to the door and then doing one roll from it to do this. And this is incredibly consistent. So if anyone who runs this or GSR, always do the setup. At least, I don't know, like this is very consistent for me. So I came up with this. This is like amazing. I used the bottle to put away my sword. It's very nice. And then on the turnaround here, we equip the stuff we need after this. And while the Bombchu is hitting the switch, we are hookshotting this target up there, which is very hard to hit, actually. So we hit the switch and skip the cutscene off the switch with going through the door. Pretty cool. And then you just need to kill that Redad for the key. Okay. This is just a lot of movement and like a lot of stuff you have to do. It's really cool. I don't know. I really dig this dungeon. He also came up with the movement. You can slash your sword to get close to the edge and then you just do the setup. And also hold down here to not grab the ledge of this target. Usually you would grab the ledge and then you have to press A. Or you accidentally climb up. But if you hold down, he never grabs the ledge. That's pretty cool too. Just a lot of like little things like that in this split. I honestly think this might be like the favorite split of mine, but this is also really hard and it's like really RNG dependent. Because Stealthos are RNG. And they are fucking scary as shit. Also this, I came up with a setup and I wish I didn't. Because if you hold a very specific angle and then turn around and then backflip, you can clear all of these flights of stairs in one backflip. With no setup or anything. So I came up with this and I get it to work, but it's really annoying when you can't get it to work because the angle with the entrance of the room is really weird. But yeah. Here, so up until this point in the run, this run is actually pretty good. You know? I had a okay beginning and then really bad RNG. Bolero wasn't great, and then Hammer lost us some time. But at this point, I was insanely nervous. Because I really got into my head, I had a huge mental barrier. Everything. And I was like, oh, this run is still so good. Could still get a 150. As you can see, best possible time 150.01. Can still get a 150, because the only thing that's left after this is like trials in the end. And I'm really good on that, usually. So if I really, and I've been practicing it a lot, so if I really lock in, I can get it. But while thinking about all that, this happened. I slash him, I slash again, I die. And if you need to see how I think about that, that is exactly how I feel about that to this day. Am I gonna say something?
Fuck. I panicked. I should have just done anything and I did nothing. Because I didn't do it the way I would usually do it.
Yeah, so very bad. This is the biggest time loss in a run. That is tragic. I panicked. I got killed by the Stelphos. Stelphos is RNG. I tried to slash it, but I mistimed my slash because it's RNG how they attack you. So yeah, just insanely bad.
Just like fast, honestly, just to collect my sense.
And now I'm trying to like contemplate it in my head. But it is what it is, man. And that mistake I'm mad over. Like, I really don't like that, but... Also, I get hearts here, but I really don't need to. Because I'm just getting, like, attacked while getting hearts, which is really weird and suboptimal. I'm also getting trolled by this guy. And now I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna get even more hearts.
Dude, I hate you. What the hell?
But the thing is, I didn't realize that when save and quitting, you are actually just gonna get put to 3 hearts again. For some reason, so... Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. It's really not necessary here. Just, bruh.
Yeah, I was so upset that I didn't even want to split. But I nailed the equip, which is nice. So you get bow and then your Ferris went out right away.
Hearts, I think.
So you don't have to deal with like any
That'd
weird
be great,
stuff. You
I
can
don't
exit
wanna have the fucking bullshit happening
Forest Temple right away.
Forest trial.
Because the problem is, if you save and quit in Forest Temple, you're always going to be in Forest Temple. You can only get to Temple of Time if you do it in the overworld. So we first went back to Deku Tree, Deku to Lost Woods, so we can go to Temple of Time. As you can see here, when Light Arrow cutscene starts.
But yeah, skip split. I'll be right back.
I do think I might have golded that split. Oh my god, wait. Sorry. I do think I might have golded that split bow if it wasn't for me dying on Stelphos. But yeah, the run is almost over, man. It's almost done. I don't know if I'm doing a great job on like analyzing and reacting to this. Because I feel like I had a pretty good idea in my head on how the run went. And I did get kinda, you know, surprised that I voided on Dampé. I forgot about that, but... Yo, Gark, thanks for good luck. Gark, I'm basically done with learning all dungeons. I'm gonna do runs tomorrow. I'm still struggling with Bombchu and DC stuff, and then also Banbafot, Corpse Push. I feel like most of the other stuff went well. I'm thinking about doing a practice run after this react, but the talking for straight just for 2 hours is kind of cooking my ass right now. Because I haven't streamed in a while. Think about what I should say about this run. I feel like...
What? Sheik was there this whole time? No way, man. What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? Oh my god. Zelda, Sheik, But yeah, I think this run is a good showcase for Sheik being Zelda. No, I think this run is a good showcase for the route and like the run itself and for the work I've been putting into this. I will talk about that more in the end of this react, but it is kind of cool to see. Dude, my light is getting to me. The light. Da 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 da.
Wah.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I am kind of like thinking about the run right now. And about all dungeons. I'm excited to like go away from Master Quest, even though Master Quest is so cool. Like, it's a lot of cool differences. The dungeons have a lot of cool tech on them, and like it challenged me in ways of like having to route stuff and come up with new strats and then learn a lot of new stuff that I've never done or anything, which I haven't had to do in a long time. But this run was also really frustrating because of the differences that it has with like the practice run being different than the actual game, and then I mean, that was basically the main thing. I mean, like, Unpost like being weird is like okay, but if it was weird on practice run, I would just get used to it and it wouldn't matter. But here it's just like annoying. But yeah, these trials are so fucked up. You don't even know. These trials are stupid as fuck. Okay, let's finish this out, man. Let's get a good time. I don't remember if I had good trials or not, though. I think only my shadow trial was weird, but I can't remember. This beginning is completely fucked up because you have to clip through the guy in front of this here. You have to like manipulate him to go into the right spot, which is not easy. Because which attack he's gonna do is also RNG. So you need to like roll with that too. Yeah, I didn't even hear the audio cue I needed there, and I still got it, which... Hey. I'm taking that, man.
I mean, dinner first. Stupid joke,
yeah, these trials have really interesting tech on them, like... We... do a weird shot here to get to the other side, because there's a lot of readouts there. And then you need to do return or action swap to to like burn the web, so you can actually activate these suns or whatever. I don't know, it's fucking weird. I don't even know how action swap works, to be honest. I do need to like read up on that. Also, Lil Bro pauses on this a million times, apparently. This is really cool though. Shout outs to Giannis, who found this, where you hit the sun in front of the door, or behind the door, and then the sun next to the door that spawns the chest at the same time, so you actually skip the cutscene of the door opening. This is fucking sick, bro. And I came up with the setup for this. But he came up with like the idea. And this is fucking sick, bro. Yeah, I'm losing some time here because of the extra pauses. And also that was a horrible nut drop. The nut is not RNG where that it like comes from the pot there, because every pot drop is set. But the way it flies from the pot is RNG, and it just flew like to Oblivion. It's really weird. To the hit video game Oblivion. I didn't even pay attention. How many hearts do I have? Yeah, I have 2.5 hearts here, which means that it didn't reset, didn't keep the hearts that I collected in Forest Temple, which is annoying as fuck. But yeah, for the bad RNG we had earlier from the Stelphos, I had incredible RNG here. Like I even got into position to like basically set up my little thing here. Yeah, this is really cool. I worked on these equips a lot, and this positioning. You want to boomerang this key. They used to like hookshot the torch on top of that and then like walk to the key, but not, since we have equip swap and boomerang can get keys, we can just boomerang the key with the setup. And then they also used to do this buffered here, because this is a very precise trick where you extend the press of the button there, but you have to skip both ledge grabs. So we used to buffer skipping both, but in this I did both unbuffered, which is something I'm really proud of. Like I set this up right, and then this is frame perfect, and you need to like hold down while also flicking C up, so it's not really viable to do unbuffered. But this double, I went like very weird timing on that, but it worked. But yeah, that double ledge climb skip
Gold was still with like the extra power
is pretty
like
precise, so I'm glad I got that.
I think it was 2. The gold is not as good as I thought. I thought it would be like...
But yeah, amazing split.
But it's more like 6.
Just had a few extra pauses, but the Stelphos RNG made up for it.
It's also highly dependent on Stelphos RNG and positioning after Stelphos fight.
This is very strange. So we have to go to Fire Trial later, but since we need to do a lot of death cutscene skips, we can't really get a lot of ferries. So the only ferry you could get is right before Trials, which is in Forest Temple. But if you want to do that, you'd have to like keep the ferry, and then you also need to like get hearts somehow. Because if you try to continue with these hearts, you're probably gonna die. So I came up with the idea of not getting the ferry in Forest Temple. And also the only ferry you can get is right in front of the boss store room, which you would have you go back to that room to just get the ferry, which is stupid. So I came up with this, where you go to the hideout in Trials to get the bomb, like the bomb thing you can buy there. And you also get the the ferry, and you get healed up by the ferries there. So this is very good for like management, because we are very low on bombs here, and we're also very low on just health and everything. So yeah, that's very nice. This works out well. This just like loses a bunch of time and in terms of like routing or whatever, but this is still very nice. And also found a way to make this work with equips. The equips used to be really weird here, but I forgot that you could just like weird clip. So what we do there is a weird clip, which is basically like a failed weird shot. To clip through the ice, because the ice is really like versatile. Or not versatile. It's like getting through it is not really hard. Like it's you can use different things to get through it, as long as you have enough speed. And the weird clip gives you a lot of speed, so we can just like clip through it, which is very nice. And you need a first person item with it. So I came up with the idea of doing it with light arrows, which ended up working really well, because we need to get more magic anyway. But yeah, this is actually not that bad. But I think I will get like really bad RNG here. Also, I keep like grabbing these fucking blocks, bro. Get a life. Sup. Grabbing ice cubes, bro. Let him be a rapper. On actor or whatever he is now. But yeah, this was pretty nice, but then this guy just kept showing up. And I couldn't kill him properly. Dude, this is so stupid. Not gonna be like, oh, I'm optimistic that doesn't hit me. Like, fuck you. Yeah, I don't know how that didn't give me ISG, but hey. Yeah, I lost like 25 seconds on this bullshit. Mostly just because of RNG. I don't even know how to do that better. Because if the ice keys comes up to you there, you're just kind of like fucked. I don't know.
That
I don't know.
go way worse because that's RNG and whatnot.
Like generally, that was actually like an awesome split. I just had bad RNG and messed up the ISG at the end there.
It's not like with vanilla MST where that's just like normal shit you have to deal with.
So again, shoutouts to my RNG in this run, man.
I would probably suggest people.
I lost like
the strat I'm doing,
2 minutes or something just because of RNG. If you don't count the stealth force. If you count that, then it's more like 4, I think. Yeah, this is so stupid. I don't know how to explain this. So you have to do a mega side up there to get to the next platform, and then in the middle you see how there's nothing. That is not true. There's actually like a platform that goes back and forth. But you need to time the cycle of the platform. So I re-enter the room to reset the cycle. But the problem is this mega side up gives you like different angles, and I don't know what makes it give you those different angles, to be honest. I've tried different things to make this consistent and it just didn't work. So sometimes you're on the left side of this and sometimes you're on the right side of this platform. And on the first attempt I was on the left side and I anticipated this position that I'm getting here. Because this is what I get more often. But yeah, I mean, that was just fucking stupid. So here I'm on the invisible platform now and I'm finishing this up. So yeah, I don't know. Shoutouts to that. I didn't really get to find out why that happens with the mega side up. But that ended up costing me a good amount of time, unfortunately. But yeah, that is like part of trying to be like one of the only people, if not the only person, to really like play this category with the strats I'm using. You will also be the only person that needs to find out why this shit doesn't work. which
Be so safe right now.
yeah, it's not really that great. But yeah, I'm losing another 30 seconds just because of that bullshit. That's incredible.
Because I made that mistake and Shadow Temple can be so Shadow Trial can be so bad.
Yo, Alec, good to see you.
Printing bombs, dude, I swear. I mean, it is a 50-50 chance. It's not like crazy, but still.
I feel like this looks so bad on the time lost front, but it's like, I don't know. It's just so stupid. Like, I think it's relatable how stupid this is. And this is the dumbest part. So you can see like, oh, I'm getting this. So this fire trial, this is so fucking insanely hard to get consistent. So you want to have a very specific camera position.
I won't be able to make it.
And then you need to like pull the bump on at a good time, which is right after leaving the first platform there while rolling. And then you want to mega flip and make it right in front of this block, while also not loading this platform in too much. So you can basically get this outcome where it's like off screen halfway when it goes away. So you get this outcome where it like arrives right when you get that rupee, so you can continue when it's like going away. To make the cycle, right? But the problem is here that I just said it. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Probably not. You can do this whole thing without using a ferry. And I would have actually been able to if I just had gotten the Shadow Trial first try.
This would be a one cycle if I didn't.
So I have no idea why that fucking mega flip gave me the bad angle. But if it gave me the good angle, I would have actually also gotten this, because I would have had like more hearts, you know.
Mega side hop bullshit.
So now I'm gonna lose another 20 seconds because I'm actually just gonna like
I'm just waiting here.
Like die and have to revive, right? They don't have enough time.
I'm even gonna get the shit.
But I would have saved like 50 seconds if I just had gotten a better mega setup. But yeah, I don't know. That's for another time, I guess. I wasn't even sure if you could make it consistent with the fire trial, because the camera stuff, it felt so inconsistent to get. And if you actually try to try that out yourself, you will see how inconsistent the camera feels while also hitting all the movement. But yeah. Here we just do a normal clip into the stone. You technically don't need to do this because you can just pick up the stone, but the pickup cutscene is pretty slow and the super slide is just fast itself, so that's just extra fast. This room is also RNG. The way the slugs move is RNG, so I tried to like make this quick, but the hitbox on this guy sucks, so I didn't get it. But it's still fine, good enough. My strategy there is to hit the first guy and then like supercharge a spin to kill the slug while also damaging the what's his name? I think it's Lizarfoss, right? The Nullofoss is the other guy, the weak guy. But yeah, so you want to hit both and then you want to go to the other guy and like quick spin twice. And that should ideally kill both the Lizarfoss and also the slug. This room is also weird because if you're too fast, the boulder is gonna hit you while going out of the door. It's just a very strange split. I don't know. Yeah, I got bad RNG on the slug. The rest was very nice. Slug. But yeah, it's weird how much time I just lost in this run just because of RNG. I'm just realizing that. There's so much like bullshit RNG stuff that happened. It's like Dampé, Kakos. That's it. No. Dampé, Kakos, Volvagia, the thing on Magic with the Voltola. There was some Jabu stuff, I think. That's fine. Then Water Trial, Light Trial. It's Stealthos if you will, but yeah, I don't know. Also, the Hess I just missed is actually really cool. You can make the Hess all the way into the Gannon's castle there. You also can't trigger Pharaoh's Wind while being in Gannon's castle. You need to go into Gannon's tower. So that's why we're going there. And you want to do your equips, and then you can use Pharaoh's Wind again. Because if you like save and quit on the first frame of activating Pharaoh's Wind, the Pharaoh's Wind thing is not gonna go away. So I did that, and then now I'm able to use it again one last time to go to Deku Tree as our last dungeon, which is cool. Here I was really nervous, and this has, I need to explain this, it's important for context. This has is angle based. So depending on the angle you get, you will get the clip or not, which sucks ass, because even though the setup I'm doing is good, there's like one angle that just straight up doesn't work. And usually I wouldn't get that, you know, usually I would just like make it into the Deku Tree and that's it. And yeah, I mean, you can just see what happens here. No, actually this doesn't work. But I think this works. I don't know if that would have worked. That angle was weird. It might have actually worked and it just failed, I don't know. This works for sure though. This works for sure. And this setup, this backup setup just fucking sucks ass. I don't know why this doesn't work. So here I start panicking. Cause this is a really good pace, but if I run out of bombs, my run is dead. And if if I fail this for another minute, my run is also dead. So I really wanted to get this. Or if I fail it for 2 more minutes, actually. Could fail it for another minute. Dude, please. Please. Yeah, this was very scary. Why? This also just like... Why? Yeah, I start crashing out. Yeah, come on. Yeah, this setup fucking sucks ass. I don't know. Can't believe it. I think this backup is actually way better. I don't know. I have not looked into this backup in a hot minute. But yeah, this is like a nightmare fucking scenario right there. I do think the Kokiri Boots backup is probably the way to go. I should have done that right away. But I just like didn't know that the other one was bad. But apparently it's just horrible, so... The setup is also... this equip is pretty satisfying. Like move your control stick around a bunch to get to the fish. I pause buffer here because this mega flip is really weird. You like have to go 1 frame later than usual. And as we have learned so far, MQ difference makes that insanely weird to deal with.
My gold has the unbuffered mega flip, but I just didn't want to lose another 30 seconds after losing like a minute on that. Yeah, this is very infuriating, because like my trials were actually really good. I just had like bad RNG and Shadow Trial fucked me. But the rest was like really nice. But yeah. Yeah, this is a new strat where you use one nut to kill Goma and you use a quick spin at the end. It's very nice because you, when doing the second stab, you can like kinda start loading up your quick spin. And this is very consistent if you have magic. Only if you have a magic though. So yeah. It's nice. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. I think I failed this. Oh. I went 1 frame late because of MQ difference. I mean, I should have been like more careful on this, I guess, but I don't know. I don't really know how I ended up advancing so many frames. I was just like going through it mentally at this point, I think. I mean, yeah, you got the clip out. Yeah, I got a frame perfect pause, which was actually pretty scary. I was like, dude, I used to get that all the time, but on MQ I didn't. So getting that was like, damn, I almost killed my run there. So it's a frame 1 for the wrong warp here. Yeah, just we lost so much time, man. That just sucks. But let's do the ending, man. Let's go. I started doing this like save setup where you go advance one more frame, and that was actually like really consistent for me. So I would actually keep doing that in runs if I had to do that. But in all dungeons we won't, so... Yes, let's go. I finally PB'd. Wanna put myself... turn up the volume on this. I don't care if it's not the time I wanted. I just... I wanted a sub 150 originally, for context. But now I'm obviously not on pace anymore for that. I really don't care about the time. I really just wanted a PB. Yeah, for context also, at this point, my last PB was on February 2nd, I think. And this is on like April... not April. This is on May... What, like 20 something? 1 second. This is like on May 29th. So this is almost like 4 months later. Of going on hiatus because of a injury in my right arm. And then grinding and not getting a PB. / world record. Log in, bro. Yeah, I'm tweaking here. Log in, bro. Log in. I haven't PB'd in 5 months. Last time I PB'd, I didn't have the injury. And I've fought so hard since... Yeah. To somewhat get back to a point where I can do this again. And today is the last day, definitely, that I'm running this. I'm not running this for 1 more day, dude. And I knew this going into this week. I really tried hard this week. I hit 6-hour streams. I really tried hard. And I have 144 some of best. I can't take like a lot of stream volume at once, doing a lot of runs. Especially when I get like runs that get deep into the run.
So practicing for like 2 hours, 3 hours before runs, and then hitting a 6-hour stream is like really, really... It's getting a lot to me. My normal volume would be like practicing for an hour or two and then doing like a 4-hour stream. So going, like doubling down on the volume essentially that was a lot.
Come on.
Just to give you an idea. I don't know where to put myself. Put on here, I guess. I don't know. I'm going up here because you can see the chat. I want you to see me as myself here. Nice. Yeah, the hitbox on this is so bad. I think I keep missing this here, yeah. It's kind of scary because I was like, dude, I need to play safe.
Yes.
But yeah. The relief, that feeling, I don't know how to explain it, man. That feeling of like getting a PB after grinding for so long and overcoming yourself. So I almost cried here, by the way. I was like 1 frame away from crying.
Dude.
I had like tears in my eye.
Oh my god, man. I wanted this PB with every ounce of my being. Every ounce,
Speak up,
every
brother.
ounce that you see in front of you right now. I wanted this shit. Every gram, everything. You know how much this means to me? Today is the last... I told myself I'm not going to continue
Speak
this
up, brother man.
fucking category after today. I told myself over and over again. I was like, I can't leave this with no more PBs, man. You know, I had the worst injury of my life. I had the worst injury of my life.
Yup.
I couldn't type on my phone. I couldn't message my friends. I couldn't do anything. Because I had such a bad injury. And I still overcame it. I still got to a point where I was able to compete against myself and win. This is a new world record, man. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Master Quest, Medallion Stones and Trials in 1:55:31. New world record.
Trying to describe what I just did. Read the novel. What the fuck?
It's really not about the time. I could not care less about this time, I think. Like, yeah, I made some mistakes. Yeah, we got unlucky. Yeah, the ending could have been better. But you know how much of a mental barrier I had? Do you know how hard it is to come back from the worst injury I have? dealing with it every day, even today. Even
That was
today I
true.
dealt with it.
The last week, my arm was acting up like a motherfucker, bro. That was so annoying to deal with. I was like, I'm gonna get to that in a second, but in this stream, I wasn't even sure if I could go live, like right before this. Because I was just like, my arm was hurting and I was just not mentally there to stream, really.
I sat in front of my stream for 10 minutes because I've been just feeling so fucking awful, and I almost didn't go live. I sat here for 10 minutes. I tried to collect myself so I could stream, just because real life has been fucking me, this injury has been fucking me, everything. And I still did runs today, and I still got a fucking world record, man. Believe in yourself, for real. For real. I'm not kidding. Believe in yourself, bro.
I'm gonna stop it there. Yeah. Every word he speaks, truth, man. No, for real though. Like, I had a lot of struggles. And I overcame myself. We came. And I'm really happy about it. Because it was really difficult, and I gamed up, man. And I got to taste that sweet golden feeling of getting a PB again. Of getting a world record. Because that feeling, I don't know how to explain it, man. It is incredible. That relief after gaming for so long and like getting punished by the game over and over again. And then just being like, oh, I just did it, dude. The world is good, you know. That is crazy, dude. That's truly amazing. What is this guy gonna be up to after this? Oh, he's shirtless.
Like, I know tooting your own, but sorry about. I don't care.
It's annoying because like at this point because of my injury and just like real life stresses, I didn't work out for a while. So I'm a little bit like bloated and my muscles aren't as defined as usual, which is annoying, but I think only I care.
We are so here, bro.
You are your own worst critic.
I am in the present and I'm representing my best self.
Dude, I was like speaking facts here. What the fuck? This guy's one-liners are fucking gold, bro. What the hell?
Bruh, okay, dude. I know here the bottles, I don't give a fuck, bro.
I put away the bottles while I was gone.
Reflect my mental state.
Yeah, and now I'm in better mental state, so the bottles are gone.
Yeah, you can see I haven't been going to the gym. That's fine. It really weighed on me, man. Like, I'm so happy I got this.
I am.
Was great, Jabba was great. Remember, these mistakes are so whatever, because they showed off like the heart of the category in this run, you know?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna leave it at that. I do want to say some stuff though, and then I'm gonna end the react. Also, hi Try, hi Matthias. I don't know if I said hi. Hello, thanks for the thanks for the GGs. But yeah, I'm very, as I said in the end here, I'm very happy with how it turned out. This category and this run and this video game are really cruel, you know. They are not a nice bunch. Let's just say that. I don't know how to get rid of this fucking bar. Leave me alone. I guess it's just whatever, but yeah, I mean, this was very difficult. This run is one of the hardest runs I've ever done. If not the hardest, I don't know. I've mainly only played main categories, not the challenge category stuff, like low percent or stuff like that. No inventory explosives, max percent. But from the routes I've done, this is probably the hardest one I've done. Like the MST stuff comes close, but having to play on like GameCube while practicing on Wii, like I've mentioned earlier a bunch, like it really challenged me. So, and then also coming up with like new strats and a new route and new setups, it's also really challenging. Having nothing to go off of. But I'm really happy. I think I showed off a lot of good stuff here. I think I've come a long way grinding this. I think I've showed off a really cool side of Master Quest. And I think you guys can see the potential in this run. I do think that you can probably get a 147 on this. And that would kind of be like the last realistic minute you can get. I think 146 is maybe possible with like an incredible run. But for that, you would need to get like the fire trial 1 cycle and get like good RNG in water trial and some other stuff. So 146 is like really hard. But 147 is definitely possible. I've gotten 147 pace to the end of the first half actually. Once or twice. But Jabberong Warp and the second half are just really hard to not lose your run on. Which is also why I haven't gotten a sub 150, I think. But hey, I mean, that's the run. Yeah, and for the big mistakes, I mean, it was only really like Deku, Shadow Trial, Hammer Split, dying on Stelphos, Bolero, Hookshot, and like Bomb Split. You know? That's kind of it. The rest was really good. So only having like 5 segments or something, 5-6 segments being bad and the rest just being amazing is really cool for a run like this. So yeah. I will end it here with the react. Thanks so much for watching. I had a great time reacting to this. I haven't done this a lot, so I hope this was nice. I hope this was a good watch. I don't know. Thanks so much. Gonna catch you in the next video.